Stitch number 9 shows how to sew a button on. First off, we're going to remove the presser foot. We actually just use the ankle to sit down on the button. Next, you have the ability to change the way or how many stitches back and forth in each of the holes you want. It will start off with 8 stitches. So if you arrow up, you'll get a total of 10 stitches. So you can have more or less than what the machine starts with. And as you put this underneath, I like to lower the feed dogs. So even though my stitch length is 0, if I lower those feed dogs down, they don't interrupt what I am going to do by coming up and kind of tapping the bottom of my button. Now, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and sink the needle down into the left hole of the button. Then lower the presser foot. By making one complete swing from the right to the left, we're going to make sure that the needle clears both holes. Now, notice what the stitch width, it says 3 millimeters wide, and most buttons are just that. From big ones to small ones, they have about that same width in there. So just go ahead and stitch until it stops sewing. It'll lock at the end and stop. So then you can go ahead and take that out. If you put a little fray check on those little bits of thread, this will never come undone. Now, you do notice on your screen the picture of the multi-purpose tool. Once again, as it's called, a multi-purpose tool, it can allow for a little shank of thread to be left so the button isn't stitched right down to the fabric. Put it underneath the button. Do the exact same thing. Sink the needle down into the left hole. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that button is aligned, lower the presser foot, and then check that the needle will be swung into the other hole. Once again, just let it stitch the 8 stitches back and forth. Let it stop when it's done. And now, since that's a 4-holder, I always do the front 2 first and then slide back and do the back 2. But just for right now, I'll show you, you have that little extra bit of thread making them loose enough for your garment or other item to be buttoned underneath. So that is how you use the multi-purpose tool to sew on buttons.